Business strategist Rubal Chandy,
international entrepreneur and best-selling author Rubal Chandy.
Great to be with you, Melissa, and good morning, Houston. എനിക്കൊരു ചോദ്യം ചോദിക്കാനുണ്ട്. നിങ്ങൾ റവന്യൂ, പ്രോഫിറ്റ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ക്യാഷ് ഉണ്ടാക്കാനായിട്ട് സ്ട്രഗിൾ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടോ ബിസിനസ്സിൽ? എന്തൊരു ചോദ്യമല്ലേ. ഒരുപാട് ആൾക്കാർ അതുപോലെ സ്ട്രഗിൾ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടാവും. ഇവിടെയാണ് ഞാൻ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തത്, എൻ്റെ ലൈഫ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തത്. അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് ഞാൻ ഒരു സെക്കൻഡിൽ പറയാം. പക്ഷെ അതിന് മുമ്പായിട്ട്, come on guys, I want to share something exciting with you. I feel lost. What's really happening there? Like, you feel like you tried things in life, you don't know what to do next. You tried to do a business, it didn't succeed. You tried to move on life, and life didn't succeed. You wanted to be healthy and you didn't succeed on that. I feel lost. That's what we tell everyone. I feel lost. What is really happening there? There was a German billionaire. He had $9 billion. He lost $3 billion one day on stock market. And he committed suicide. Why? Because now he's a loser who has only $6 billion. Do you see what I mean? It doesn't matter how big or how small we are. Sometimes we might get lost in something. We might be really good in one area in our life, but we might suck in another area. So if you know what I'm sharing with you today, then you will have a dramatic clarity around what you want to be doing in life. And if you don't know, what happens is you might feel lost, and you might be lost for a long time. Imagine you lost your key for your house, and then you never found it. And you never have another way to get into the house. You kind of have to abandon the house because you lost it and you couldn't find it. This is bulk of humanity. We find ourselves lost and not able to find us again. It's a weird situation to be in, right? So what does that really mean scientifically, lost? What does that mean? I'll explain that in a second. But understand this principle. Deeply understand this principle. We came to this planet being joyful. We came to this planet as pure joy, right? Do you ever see a depressed child show up one day? Oh my gosh, this child was born. Look at how depressed this child is. You know, it never happened. It rarely happens, right? You never have a child with schizophrenia, or a child with, forget about like some terms if you're not familiar with it. You don't see a child who has so much anxiety. As soon as he's born, oh my gosh, he has so much anxiety. He's just sweating with anxiety. It rarely happens. Why? The child, when it came from God, it came with pure joy, but we forget. So understand that primarily, that you are pure joy. And we figured out a way to unlearn. We figured out a way to unlearn from joy. That's what we did. So when you say you're lost, and when you want to find yourself, understand scientifically that when you say I'm lost, you basically are saying that you don't know who you are anymore. Remember, I told you lost the key for your house, and you don't know what to do next because you cannot access the house anymore. So some life experiences made you to start thinking and believing that you don't know who you are anymore. That's what I'm lost mean. I feel lost means I don't know who I am anymore. So in other words, it is a confusion about your identity. What does that mean? We have something called we have a fluid identity. What do I mean by fluid? You know the difference between fluid and liquid. So this is the coffee. I have coffee in it. Imagine there is coffee. You're not going to see the coffee. I'm drinking a coffee, right? But this is solid. So let me show you. This is solid thing. Like I use this to do something. This is a solid thing. So fluid means something that is agile, something that is going to change based on the need, right? So I need to drink it. I cannot drink this one. I mean, I'll try to drink it right now. Like, it's very difficult to drink this. You have to like put it in a like grinder and then grind it and make it liquid, and then you could drink it. You cannot drink solid. Like that, human identity is liquid. So which means that what we think we know about ourselves is changing dynamically almost all the time. So if you feel lost at any point in your life, at any area of your life, if you're not feeling lost, great. But if you are feeling lost in one area of your life, it simply means that you don't have a clear definition of who you are in that particular space. Does that make sense? Pay attention to that. You don't have a clear detail, clear understanding about who you are in that space. So the best way, I will give you the step-by-step way to do this. The best way and the efficient way to get back, let me put my glasses, okay. I wanted to check the time. The efficient way to get back to who you are is to define who you are in that area. It sounds silly, too simple, but if you're able to go back and define who am I in relationship, if that's what you have challenge on, if health is what you have challenge on, who am I in terms of health? If you have a business, I'm a business strategist helping businesses in 14 different countries. If you have business that you have challenge on, define who you are in business. Have a clear definition. And be like, what does that even mean? Like, what does that even mean? Defining who am I? Like, what does that even mean? It means that you can inject a memory of who you are. You can inject a memory of who you are into your psyche, into your psychology. And when you remember, this is who you are in relationship, and then build that identity, you will find yourself again. And this might sound so simple. If you're looking for something complicated, like search in Google and try to find something complicated. I'll give you simple strategies. That's what I'm known for all over the world. People know me for giving simple solutions for complex problems. I cannot give you complex solutions. I'm only talking about simple solutions. So how do you do that? At the end of the day, tomorrow morning, what you will do is you will start building this identity. Maybe write down. In relationship, you're confused about a relationship. Like, think about it. When you are lost, before you were lost, you were confused. So you knew who you were at some point in that space, or in every area of your life, if that's what you're going through. And then you're confused about who you are until that confusion transitioned into you don't know who you are in that particular space. Think about it. So the best way is to be confused again. So get confused. It's much better than being lost. Do you understand what I mean? Most people say, don't be confused. I say, be confused if you are lost. Come back to confusion until you find yourself. So if you didn't quite follow this video, go back and watch the video again. If this is something that you're seriously exploring into figuring out. But the bottom line is, if you feel lost, it simply means that you are lost in your identity of who you think you are in that particular context, or in any number of contexts that you're living in. If you have any question, let me know. I'd be happy to go deeper into this. and clarify this. If enough people ask me questions, I'll be happy to probably do another video deeper into the answering the questions. Okay, this is a very important thing. If you're lost, go back and find yourself, and you'll be fine. All right. Until next time, Rupal Chandi signing off.
You had to go through some crazy experience in your life. I understand that. But you can change that today.